Hello everyone. Let's start with the Java Stream interview questions. Okay, so today we have like a order class, like a Zomato order class. You can consider it. We have username, amount of the order, and order date, restaurant name, and the status of the order. Okay, I have created some dummy data in this one. Like I have created an order list, and in the order list I can see like username Akash, Rohan, Manu, Rohan. Okay, the amount of each order as of now I have just passed it as current date. Okay, the name of restaurant from which it has been ordered and the status of the order. Okay, furthermore we're gonna increase it more in the next video or somehow. Cool. So we have 4 questions here. First one is, okay, so what we need to do, we need to find number of order count per username. Like I want a map kind of thing where I can just see Akash has placed 4 orders, Rohan has placed, or Rohan has placed 3 orders, or Manu has placed 1 order, something like this. I want this. So let's see how can we do this. So first read a map in which username would be the string and count we can consider it as long. Yeah, it can be long value, so better to have. Okay, we can just name it as user order count map equals to order list dot stream. So in this one what we have to do, we have to group by on the username, because I want to collect all the orders of each user. So that's why what I'll do here, I'll use the collectors dot grouping by. So just remember this thing, whenever we have to collect the list on one of the parameter or one of the field, like here we have to collect all the orders on the username. So like just collecting grouping by on the username as a key. So I can just write it as get username. Okay, and on the value side what I need, like suppose I just let it be, leave it like this. So what it would be, it will look like this, list of order. So it will gonna give me each user and the list of all the orders he has placed. Like as Akash has placed 3 orders, it will gonna print Akash and list of 3 orders, like whole objects. But I don't want whole objects, I just want the count of that one. So there is something known as the Collectors.counting. What it will gonna do, it will gonna count all the objects that are mapped from with this key. Okay, makes sense. So it will gonna print something like this: Akash 3, Rohan 2, Manu 2, or like whatever the count. Let's see what it prints. Okay, let me just try to run it. Yeah, we can see it's printing Akash has placed 3 orders, Manu has placed 2, and Rohan has placed 3 orders. Okay, makes sense. Moving towards next one, similar kind of thing. I want to check order count for each restaurant. Like Haldiram's have delivered 3 orders, Domino's has delivered 2 orders, KFC has delivered like this much number of order. Kind of same thing, like kind of repetitive kind of thing. But here we just need to group it on restaurant name instead of the username. So let's try to do this. Okay, so I can say restaurant order count map equals to order list dot stream dot, again we need to collect it on restaurant name. So collectors dot grouping by. Okay, and on which will be collecting on the restaurant name. So we can just say order dot get restaurant, and on the value side what I want, I just want a count. So I can just route collectors dot counting. Yeah, it will gonna give me whatever what I want. Okay, it's feeling okay. I just extra. Now I think it's pretty good. Let's just print it. Let's just see for how does it look. Okay, I think we have done a mistake. Okay, it will come to get restaurant name. We have like I have again grouped it on the same thing. We can see Domino's has placed 2 orders, Biryani Blues 1 order, KFC 3, Haldiram's 2. It's like we have grouped on the base of the like restaurant. Sorry. Moving towards next one, find the cost of find orders amount for each username. Like I want something like this, that Akash has placed total of 1050 rupees, total orders of 1050. Okay, Rohan has placed only 600, cost like the total cost of all the orders. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to still group by on the username as a key side, but on the value side I don't want this counting. I want the whole list to be iterated, summing the, and all the summing should be done on the like double part, like the amount part, because amount is double in our class. Make sense? So let's try to see. Let's try to do this. Order list dot stream dot collect. Same thing. We have to collect it on the username only. Order get username. Okay, but on the value side, what I want that all the objects should be iterated, and the amount part should be summed. So we do have collectors dot summing double, because as of now, like our amount is double, that's why we are using summing double. If it would be int, we would have used a summing int, something like this. Okay, and we just need to pass the double amount, whatever we have. Order get amount. Make sense? Let's try to see. Let's try to run it. Username and the double amount one. Let's see how does it look. Yeah, we can see Akash has placed total amount of this much. Manu has spent 680 on Zomato, and Rohan has spent this much on the orders. Cool. These were the three pretty simple one. Now let's come to the fourth one. This is pretty like kind of complex thing. Let's see how we can just do this. Find each user count of cancelled order or delivered order. Okay, so I want we have the order status as well. Okay, so I want a map of something like this, that username. Okay, and then on the value part I want something like cancelled order. I want cancelled order count and a delivered order count. Yeah, cancel it. 3 and delivered something like this. I want a map in which key should be username, and we can say value can also be a map again, in which key is the order status and the value is the count. Okay, let me just write it. Map string. Here string would be the username of the user. Again, on the value side we are taking as a map. Who string is the order status and value is the long, like count of the order status. I can just say user order status count. Okay, so this is a tricky one. So on the left part, first we have to group it on the username. We are good with this. So order list dot stream dot collect collectors dot grouping by, and on which username, get username. But on the value part I want again to be grouping on what, on the order status. Like, does it make sense? On the value part of this first map I want again a map. So I can just write it here. Collectors dot grouping again on what, order get order status. And what I want for this one, do I want the whole objects? No, I just want a counting. So I can just write it collectors dot counting. Yeah, Let me explain to you guys. Okay, so in this one we want a map in which key is the username and value is again a map. Something like this. For Akash, two orders, delivered orders count 2, failed order count 3, something like this. Okay, so order list.stream. On the first map, we just want to group it on the username. That's why we have just done it on username. On the value of this map, I want again to be grouping done on the like delivery or the status part. So again on the value part, we have just done the grouping on the status, and for this map, we just want a count. Collectors.counting. Let's see how does it look. Perfect. Cool. For the Akash, delivered 3 orders. For the Manu, delivered 2 orders. For the Rohan, 2 delivered, 1 cancelled. Cancelled 1. Make sense? Cool, guys. In the next video, we'll do some more complex this kind of operation based on a date or some more operations. Cool. Thanks, guys.